We are back. Bonus episode. Surprise, surprise. What's happening, Mel Kiper 3?
I just got back from Vegas, just trying to catch us on sleep.
OG, triple OG, Reese, what's happening?
What's up?
We're going to make this short and sweet, kind of like Reese's love life. Sorry, I'm sorry, Reese. I apologize. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say it. Yes, I did. Anyway, we're gonna go through the top 10. Sorry, Reese. I really am. Can you tell I'm sorry?
No.
So we're gonna go through the top 10 of the 2022 NFL Draft, and then Springer's gonna talk a little bit about his oh boy, Bills. It's hard for me to say it. I just can't say the Buffalo Bills.
Well, you just said it with no problem.
Yeah.
And then
you just said it.
Yeah, but it took a little bit. And then Reese is going to talk a little bit about his Vikings. All right, so number one, right off the top, going to the Jacksonville Jaguars, defensive end from Georgia, Trayvon Walker. What do you think about this being the number one pick?
I don't like it. Biggest reach. Aiden Hutchinson was the guy.
Yep. Aiden Hutchinson's a guy that could have stepped in and performed right away. They missed the ball on this one.
Yeah.
Number two, well, you just said about it, going to the Detroit Lions, Aiden Hutchinson, defensive end, Michigan.
He's going to be a Pro Bowl, 10-year Pro Bowl player. I mean, he's going to give you 10 sacks a year. Not much you can say about the guy. He's steady Eddie.
Yep.
Steady Eddie.
Gets to stay in his home state. So, I mean, it'll work out for them. I mean, obviously they need defensive help. So that was definitely a good pick for them.
And then going number three to the Houston Texans, Derek Stingley Jr., defensive back from LSU.
They're trying to buy what he was as a freshman, not what he was the past 2 years. I preferred Ahmed Gardner, Sauce Gardner over him, but to each their own.
I think this was too high to, pick for him. Like they need. I would have went with an offensive weapon, to help whoever the hell the quarterback is with Davis Mills. So I definitely don't like this pick.
That's going to be your starting quarterback in fantasy.
Hey, no.
And then number four, going to the New York Jets, is Sauce Gardner. I honestly saw him going number two.
I love the pick. I think the Jets had the best draft of any team, and I think he's going to be the next Darrelle Revis.
When was the last time anybody has said that?
Every year, but then they end up blowing it.
I was just going to say the Jets have the best draft every year.
Yeah, they just never materializes.
Yep.
And he didn't. Sauce didn't give up any
touchdowns in college.
Nope, not one.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that. Huh. Interesting. Number five with the New York Giants, Kayvon. I can't even pronounce his damn name.
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau. There you go. Tippy toe.
I don't like him in New York. I think he's flash in the pan pretty much. I mean, he's all about himself, and I think you put him in the big city. He's another guy. He reminds me of Ben Simmons. You know what I mean? But he's in the NFL. We'll see what happens, but I don't have high hopes for him.
Huh. That's something we don't agree on for once. I like this. I thought that he, going into the season, he was number one there on your dad's big board there.
Yeah.
But
can't take plays off. He took too many plays off.
He's definitely a big hitter. I'd like that.
Yeah.
But let's see if he's more than just a big hitter.
Yep.
Carolina Panthers end at number 6 with Ike Wiki Ekawanu.
I can't believe you pronounced that right.
Yeah. Nice job, Larry.
Hey, I can read, okay?
Yeah,
I sounded it out. I can read.
Graduated after the 5th grade, doing good. I like the pick. I mean, he's a big mammoth tackle. They need that, Carolina, to protect Darnold. I don't know what they're protecting Darnold from what, but they got to protect him from something, and maybe they'll get McCaffrey not to get hurt so many times.
Yep. That was a good pick. He only gave up 10 sacks the whole time in college, too, so good pass protector there for whoever's slinging the ball there.
All right. And then another New York Giants pick at number 7, Evan Neal.
I like his pick. Solid.
Alabama offensive tackle. Sorry.
Yeah, he's a solid player. Going to be right tackle for them. They got Andrew Thomas on the other side. They need to build that line up, but I think he's a good solid player.
Yep, and he only gave up 5 sacks in his career.
Wow.
In his whole college career. I mean, the Giants are going to need any help on that offensive line.
Right.
This is probably the make or break year for Daniel Jones.
Well, they didn't pick up his fifth year. Year.
Nope.
So
he's got to earn it. He's got to pull a Joe Flacco.
You know what? I'm calling it right now. You heard it here on EST. He's going to be the number 1 quarterback in fantasy football this year.
You better draft him then. He better be on your team, Larry.
I'm writing this down.
Yeah.
Oh,
my.
All right. So, and then number 8 went to Atlanta Falcons, Drake London, a wide receiver from USC.
He's a big wide out. He's kind of in the mold. Remember Vincent Jackson? That's kind of who you remind you of. We're not sure what's going to happen with Calvin Ridley, so this guy will step in and be a pass catcher for Mariota and see what happens.
Well, isn't Ridley out next year?
Yeah, that's what I mean. We don't know what's going to happen with Ridley, period. He may not come back to the league. Who knows? But at least this guy will be able to take some of that pressure off Pitts.
Yep.
And who's Atlanta got slinging the ball this year?
Oh, Marcus Mariota.
Uh-huh.
Or where the hell is he at?
Is this another asterisk moment?
No, they drafted a quarterback. Let's see if you can find him.
Desmond Ridder
from Cincy.
Oh, okay.
That's a project. He might take a year or two, but Ridder will be the future.
Yeah. London definitely adds to Pitts, along with Pitts. That way it's just not one weapon you got Patterson down there too.
Right. Yeah. So obviously, this is a bonus episode, and it's nice to see. It's nice to see you, Springer. You're still in the bathtub.
Hey, I prefer to take those long, drawn-out baths. Where I can really meditate on things.
Do you put the Epsom salt in too?
No, I just stick straight bubble bath, my friend. Maybe a little aroma. You got some lavender scents in here.
That's where he does his best thinking.
That's right. Shaving my legs right now.
And you probably got the wife lighting candles and laying them beside the tub, don't you?
I have to watch. Sometimes she'll pour hot wax on me every now and again.
All right, number 9 coming in is Charles Cross going to the Seattle Seahawks. offensive tackle
absolutely
from Mississippi
love
State.
this pick. I love this pick. This guy has the top pass blocker. I mean, he is a monster. He's going to do really well. They're taking over for Dwayne Brown. I think this is a perfect pick for what Seattle needed.
Well, he's got big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
So hopefully it pans out.
Big.
Big
shoes. Big shoes. And then number 10, another one going to the New York Jets. A wide receiver from Ohio State, Garrett Wilson.
He's going to be a great player. I mean, he's a solid, going to be a solid NFL receiver, good body control, great hands, came out of Ohio State, a lot of good receivers from there. It's just a matter of Zach Wilson can get him the football.
Yep. Yeah, I like the pick as well. They need some weapons over there.
Yep, I agree. So obviously I'm a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Their needs this year was obviously with Big Ben retiring. We needed a QB, we needed a wide receiver, and we needed some cornerback help. We signed Money Mitch is for our quarterback. I kind of like it. I like Mitch. I hope he does well. Is he gonna be another Big Ben? No. But it doesn't matter if you're Big Ben or not. A win is a win, especially in this division.
Yeah.
So with that being said, the 20th pick overall in the first round, we took Kenny Pickett from Pittsburgh. I'm happy with it. Reese, I know that we were talking off and on that I can't believe that all the quarterbacks are still available at number 20.
Yeah. It was a strange draft.
I honestly thought that they were going to take Willis. What do you think?
I just think it was a bad year for quarterbacks. I mean, this reminds me a lot of the back of the EJ Manuel days of Buffalo getting drafted there.
Oh,
when they took Christian Ponder up in the top 10.
Oh man, don't even
that reminds me
bring
of this
that up.
I mean, these quarterbacks remind me of that. I just don't think you have anybody top flight. They're going to need a lot of seasoning. Kenny Pickett, he probably has the most intangible stuff, but can he, is his hands big enough to throw in the wind at Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
And then in the second round, we picked up Georgie Pickens, a wide receiver from Georgia.
I like that pick.
The guy could be all pro if he stays out of trouble. He got trouble at Georgia, but he could definitely be a big time player if he just goes in and plays football. And I hope Tomlin can keep him on the straight and narrow.
Whew. Another Juju.
Another Antonio Brown.
Yes.
Hopefully. Wasn't his draft comparison Antonio Brown?
Yep.
Oh, was it?
That's scary.
He probably resembles more Carl Pickens than Antonio Brown.
And then lastly, they took another quarterback in round 7. Chris, now I can't pronounce this one.
Oladokin.
Yeah, Oladokin from South Dakota State. That one blew my mind a little bit.
I don't know what the heck they're doing with that pick.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, maybe he's going to be the holder. The only thing I can think of.
Who knows?
They also drafted Hayward's brother.
Yes.
Yeah, Connor Hayward.
Yeah.
So he could be like the H-back, fullback, tight end / whatever. So it'll be interesting to see that.
Well,
Yeah.
the next thing that's interesting is Springer. What about your Buffalo Bills?
I mean, I was very happy with their draft. I mean, they needed a cornerback. They got one first round, big guy out of Florida, can play man. They come back and take James Cook in the second round, which if you look at him, if he's half as good as his brother Dalvin, you got to steal.
He looked pissed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's some story behind that, but and then the final thing, we took the punt god, the guy I wanted the whole time, Matt Ariza. I call him the punt god, and he's a punter out of San Diego State. And this guy has a bomb leg, averaged 51 yards a punt this past year, and he's a Bill guy because what did he say? First thing he put on Twitter: "Find me a table, I want to jump through it."
Oh Lord!
So I was very happy with the Bills draft. They were just drafting for depth pretty much. They got their cornerback first round, but depth picks the rest of the way. But yeah, I was really pleased.
Wow. Yeah. Sorry, I'm on my phone. How unprofessional. I was just looking something up. But that punter, yeah, you're right. He's a beast.
Yeah.
Straight beast.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Minnesota had a interesting draft. They were supposed to have the 12th pick, and it was almost like Spielman was still there trading out. They were trading in the division.
So they ended up not picking until the last pick in the
32. Yeah, and they got a
Lewis sign.
You know what though? I
Georgia.
love that guy. I love
Yeah.
Lewis Cine, man. He was a big ball hawking, pounding safety from Georgia. I think you got a steal right there, my friend. Yeah, he's a heck of a
player. Going into the draft, they needed offensive line help and defense.
Yeah, but you remember by the 12th pick, all the O linemen, all the big tackles were gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think the steals of the draft with the linemen are in the mid rounds.
Yeah.
Because those usually pan out. But I think the defense, like your cornerbacks, we were getting burnt constantly. And the last couple of drafts that they drafted the cornerbacks and stuff, they didn't pan out. Like they let Hughes go, or Gladney isn't doing anything. They let Xavier Rhodes go to the Colts.
So it was nice to see they picked two defensive players with their first two picks. With the safety out of Georgia and the
Andrew Booth out of Clemson.
Yeah.
He's a really good cornerback. And then they grabbed the lineman with their second round pick. They're their second round pick.
Guard out of LSU.
Him, Reese. You'll love Ed Ingram. I've seen him play in college, and that dude is a mauler. I mean, he just is a straight mauler.
Let's hope that it portrays in the NFL,
Yeah.
Because I mean, you gotta protect Kirk, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like a pillar back there. He ain't moving around. He's no Josh Allen. Let's put it that way, baby.
Kirk Cousins is the smartest guy in the NFL to rob the Vikings out of all this money, and he robbed Washington out of all that money.
Yeah.
So, Reese, hear me out. Baker Mayfield?
No, I do not want to.
Baker Mayfield to Minnesota.
I'd rather start Kellen Mond than have Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield may be going to Minnesota to ice fish, but he ain't playing for the Vikings.
Exactly. He won't be welcomed.
No.
Like, I mean, Cousins is a decent quarterback. It's just, I think when you had, the old regime in there, like he was being held back.
Yeah.
Like you had a comfortable lead and then you just ran the ball. You can only let Dalvin cook so long.
Yep.
and he's either getting hurt or whatever. So then they drafted. I mean, like you have Madison, but they're gonna have to let Madison go.
Yeah.
Either gonna let Madison go or let Cook walk.
Yeah.
Like you can't. I think, Madison is obviously a decent backup running back, and he could start for a number of different teams in the NFL. Like you're not going to be able to keep two of them.
Right.
So.
Yeah, especially when you got Justin Jefferson coming up for a contract, and they're getting $25-30 million a year.
Well, they drafted one of the wide receivers from Michigan State in the 6th round, Naylor. Yeah, he should be a good player.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm disappointed in their draft a little bit because I'm like, you obviously want your team, to pick a decent player, and then you're seeing like all these trades and stuff. I understand it. You're trying to generate more draft picks and stuff, but it's the same Vikings the last couple of years, just trading down. And I think that receiver that they traded the pick for, Jameis Williams or whatever out of Bama.
Yeah,
if he comes back from his injury, he should be a playmaker. Yep.
So Larry, how much did it hurt to have Linderbaum and Kyle Hamilton and Ajabo all go to the Ravens, man?
I'm happy for him. I
thought for sure Linderbaum was going to be a Steeler.
Yeah,
it would have been nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you get Pickett killed. You don't have a line.
Well, hopefully he can run like a mofo.
He's going to have to.
It's man.
So
but
do you know
the draft was great this year? I loved it in Vegas. I thought they did a great job, and I think, like I said, my team of the draft was the Jets. Man, they picked a heck of a lineup out of all their picks. So
real quick before I forget, did Yins watched the draft the other night? Right? What night was last night?
Saturday night was the last draft.
Yeah. Okay.
Last day of the draft.
So, did you see Ice Cube perform?
Yeah.
Just what you showed me.
That I like that. I like seeing Ice Cube perform. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they did a good job. That's what I said. Vegas put on a good show. I mean, 250,000 people there. So.
Man, can you imagine?
They piled it in.
Did you like when that dude that came out to announce Minnesota's pick?
Oh dear Lord!
He just kept talking and talking, and then
I was hoping Minnesota traded the pick again. Get him off the stage.
Yeah. He never came back out. He got kicked out.
Yeah, the lady came out and was like, "Read the dang card, pal. Let's go."
Yeah. Typical Minnesota Vikings fan.
Yep. So who do you think had the worst draft? Going in with their needs.
I say Jacksonville. I mean, they find a way every year, not just to kind of reach for players that are farther down the board, or I don't get it. I mean, I would like to say New England, but New England is just going to pick the guys that they want, and they don't care where they're at.
New England picked. I heard an interesting thing today. They picked quite a number of players that were over like 23, 24 years old.
Yeah. But that's what Bill likes. Bill likes those guys.
Reaching for that guard that was like a third round grading. It's just weird that his last name was Strange.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, the last player that the Patriots picked a guard like that was Logan Mankins. And look how that guy turned out. Pro for a decade. So, I mean, if he turns out anything to be like Logan Mankins, we'll all be going, okay, apparently Bill knows how to draft guards.
Yeah, we can just continue to be keyboard warriors.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, I think Seattle had the worst one. Like they don't have a replacement for Wilson. They didn't draft a replacement for Bobby Wagner. Yeah. The only notable pick for me, they got Kenneth Walker in the second or third round. the running back from Michigan State.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you in some aspects. I mean, I think early in the draft they did real well getting Boy Mafe. I mean, that guy's going to be a beast pass rusher. Charles Cross, I really like him. Kenneth Walker, but later in the draft, I think there were just a lot of project guys. But we'll see. I can never really fault Pete Carroll. He seems to find them later in the draft.
Yeah.
True. All right, Springer, I'm going to put you on the spot before we get off of here.
All right.
Who's going to be the sleeper this year in the draft?
The draft's over.
Yeah, who's going to be the sleeper in fantasy football? I'm sorry.
Oh, fantasy football.
Yes. From anybody from this year's draft?
I think Jameson Williams. I think once he gets on the field, you're looking at a guy that can put up Jamar Chase numbers.
Wow.
Yeah, easily.
Okay.
Go back and watch some of his film, Larry. If you have time, that guy was uncoverable. And we're talking against Georgia, the SEC championship game. Look how many Georgia guys got drafted, and he torched all of them. I mean, he was just wide open all day long.
Wide open spaces.
That's it.
Georgia had 15 players.
And this guy, and Jameson Williams toasted all of them. I mean, he'll put up, if he comes back, say week 6, I still say he'll put over 1,000 yards receiving up. But Jared Goff is the quarterback.
I can't believe that guy's still in the league.
Can't win without McVay, huh?
Oh, man. Brutal.
Yeah. That's my pick.
All right. Very cool. Reese, I hate to ask you this. Is there anything else you would like to say?
I'm going to go with
Jahan Dotson.
My man.
Who's throwing him the football?
Carson.
Exactly.
Exactly. Good luck.
Hey, it's a sleeper. That's why I picked it.
There goes the demise of Dotson's career.
I bet you Dotson will have a torn ACL from Carson Wentz's pass by week 8.
How about hey, let's make a deal here. You draft Williams, I'll draft Dotson.
I'll make you a deal right now. Williams will have a better year, and he's going to be out half the year than Dotson will have. He'll have better numbers.
What do you want to bet? A dozen wings?
A dozen wings.
I'll shake.
All right.
I'll make good on my word.
Yeah,
Larry and the other dude need to make good on their bet that they lost.
Yeah.
For the wings.
Yeah.
I know. How you gonna do him wrong like that? Say that dude.
And then JJ.
He said that dude. Man, get out of here. All right, boys. It was fun. Man, what a night. What a night.
It was exciting.
It was fun.
Absolutely. Well, guys, this is a bonus episode of EST, Extreme Sports Talk. For myself, Mel Kiper III, OG Triple OG Reese. We are out till next time, and we hope that you watch the replay. If you don't see it live, well, you ain't gonna see it live because it's being recorded. But anyway,
yeah, that'll be cut out.
Make sure you go onto our YouTube, Facebook page, and you can see the videos there. And I don't know what else to say, guys. The only thing else I gotta say is thank God I'm getting off of here with yins, guys. Have a great night.
All right.
Top guys out.
Mm-hmm.